everybody. It's the Natural Healing Ninjas again. I'm Christine.
And I'm Laura Lee.
And this is Star, our mascot.
Hey, Star.
Today we're talking about what is natural healing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah, because it's so general.
People don't understand what natural healing really entails.
Mm-hmm.
What is your definition of natural healing?
Anything that comes naturally around our environment. There's a lot of techniques that you can use naturally without using drugs or surgery is natural, pretty much.
Yeah, well, natural healing, meaning using herbs or massage or healing frequencies, biofeedback, anything that we've been mentioning in our other podcasts is natural healing.
It's not just about food and your diet. You don't have to change your diet first thing. There's a whole bunch of other things you can do. And then your diet just falls off to healthier because your body doesn't want that, it's not nutritionally deficient, so it doesn't not looking in the wrong places.
Right. And natural healing means also about living naturally. I mean, using ecological soaps,
Preventive.
and cleaners, and to watch what you put on your body,
Yes.
not only what you put in your body.
And washing your clothes is putting something on your body.
Right,
And
right,
your clothes are too.
Right.
You should breathe. And there's ideal, and then there's really dysfunctional, basically, and there's everything in between. So that depends on your level of willingness to change, your willingness to learn, and your willingness to get well and feel really vital and healthy.
That's right. I think it's like you were talking about, it's preventive.
Very
Instead
preventive.
of going afterwards to try and fix something,
Mm-hmm.
you eat and live naturally, you exercise, you meditate, you go outside and be in nature. That's all preventative, and it also boosts our immunity so that we don't get sick.
Right, exactly. So it's all, and you want to have a good attitude.
Yeah.
Because you can't really do natural without a good attitude because it takes that little extra effort that drugs and surgery you don't have to do necessarily.
Right.
But the recovery in drugs and surgery is just not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Let's look at this sheet here that Dr. Richard Schultz, who is a herbalist, he was my mentor, and he says, share these sheets. Get them out there because it really does let people know what
Yeah.
the difference is between natural and
Yeah, it's a
medical intervention.
And it says here the difference between natural healing and medical intervention. And the first one says, for symptoms, in natural healing, we listen when our body talks and use this communication to guide us in our healing process. You stop, look, and listen. So this means you have to get in touch with your body. You have to hear it when it talks to you. Your body's very literal. It will hear when you speak poorly of it, like, I'm so sick today, or something like that.
Or I have a bad leg.
Yeah, or I have a bad back,
No, it's a bad owner.
No. and what it is the ways that I've done it is that my back is healing.
Yes.
My leg is healing.
Yes.
I'm going through a healing process, So your body actually hears what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to communicate to your body, and you have to listen to your body as well. Like, what is your liver saying? Is it hurting, or do you have a rash? The second place in your body, the second organ, is your skin. Besides your liver, that detoxes your body. So your liver actually is detoxing your body constantly. And when it's backed up, it goes to your skin. So your skin, you get rashes on your skin from that. So let's move on. Instead of doing all of this, listening to your body, the medical intervention would be...
What do they do?
They dull, suppress, or completely remove the symptoms, and most often, assessing the symptoms is the disease itself and never getting to the cause of why our body is communicating. So you lose communication with your body. You take, for instance, an Advil or something, and it stops the pain. Well, sometimes the pain is telling you
Pain is important. It's a communicator.
Yes, you don't want it all the time, so that's why you want to go and take care of it. But the taking medication to take care of the pain, to get rid of the pain. Why is that pain there?
Right. It doesn't address that.
No. So you're always, have to take more. Mm-hmm. You have to take more because it's only getting rid of the pain and not goes to the source or the core of what is happening in your body. You have to listen to your body and know, is it emotional? Is it physical? Is it
Spiritual?
Mental? Is it mental? Do you need help mentally? These are the things that you do when you communicate to your body. And we talked about massage too. And massage, what that does is helps you get in touch with your body, to feel it, to actually feel it. Because we all walk around, like you said,
the neck down, you don't even know.
You don't know what's going on in your body.
So let's
study
introduce
it.
you.
Find out what's going on in your body. Look at anatomy.
And how amazing the body is. And why we want to be good owners of our bodies. Because it's a vehicle that we only have one for our lifetime.
Yeah.
We want to take good care of it.
Right.
Like a nice polished car. We want to run on 8 cylinders, not on 2
Right.
or 3 like most people are under this kind of treatment. Meaning the medical intervention, having the diagnosis is what it says in here, is one of the causes of the disease. It's the disease itself looking for the diagnosis. So instead of spending all this time on their new gadgets and everything looking for the diagnosis, if you knew your body, you would know exactly what's wrong and what to do about it.
And we are powerful
Way
beings.
powerful.
And that's what we have to get back to being, is take our power back and realize that we are powerful beings and we can heal ourselves.
And thoughts are things.
And thoughts are
So
things.
if you have bad thoughts, bad self-talk, stop.
Yes.
Now.
And bad food, stop now.
Your food should love you back. If you love
Right.
eating it, it should love you back. If it doesn't, it's killing you. It's murdering
Right.
you.
Right.
So don't
and
do
so
that.
many foods are toxic right now. And they affect our brains. They affect our
Cytotoxins,
livers.
hormone
and
balancers,
the poor children that
disruptors.
are diagnosed with ADHD, it's because of the food that they're eating.
And the V word.
And the
who knows where this is gonna land.
the things, the injections that they get.
Yep, it's just a system. What system would you like to be in? One that empowers you, but you got to buck up your sleeves and get to work, or do you want a system of, let's go on to the next one?
Let's go on to the next one.
So that was the symptoms,
Yeah.
and what is this next one?
The focus is to
Focus.
create a healthy person. That's what we're about.
Yeah, creating a helping the body help itself.
Right. And then the medical intervention is to destroy, kill, or cure a disease.
Right.
Well, just those words sort of scare me.
Yeah, because they want to attack and hurt, and that's your body they're talking about. But
Right.
They're trying to get rid of the bad guys, but the body can do that if you help it along. It's already doing that.
Right.
But the doctors get credit a lot of times. The system gets credit for curing the disease or whatever, but
They didn't cure it.
They really
They
didn't.
killed it.
They just, it's just backwards thinking to me. It's just silly.
Well, they killed the disease.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that
what
was a
does that
person-
mean? And so if you get chemotherapy,
Mm-hmm.
It-
Chemical therapy, by the way.
it kills the rest of the cells. It's indiscriminate. Kills the rest of the cells, and so you're losing your hair, you're getting sick, you're vomiting.
Yeah.
What is that doing? A lot of people got killed by
Still are.
this chemotherapy.
Instead, preventive and being proactive in your health if you're injured or have acute or chronic condition right now. There's something that you can do, and we are here to help you do that. And there's a lot of information out there that you can, but focused action is what you want. And you can back engineer anything. My mentor, Dr. Schultz, just for a second, would say there's no such thing as incurable diseases, only incurable people. What are you willing to do to get well?
What do you win? And take responsibility. And we were talking about being a victim or taking accountability, and that's being a responsible human being.
And he also said 85% of the people can't cut the mustard when it comes to natural healing. Not that it's hard, it's just unfamiliar and different. So once you get through that part, it's fun. It's actually, it feels so good.
It's a journey.
It's wonderful.
However, I have to say that when you're curing something naturally, it takes a bit longer because it took so long to get to that point.
Right.
And so your body has to go, okay, now what are we doing? Okay, we're getting into the cure state. We're curing this. But the medical intervention would be, let's kill the disease, and the human being is left with, what do I do now?
Right.
You know?
There's no connection. It's a
Yeah,
disconnect.
it's a disconnect. So the next one is the method of treatment. The method of treatment with natural healing is setting up a proper living environment so our body can heal itself. This is done through changes in our food program, elimination, movement, emotions, and lifestyles. It gives assistance to the body to heal itself.
And the back engineering, it did take you 15 years to do the damage. So it's going to take you, say 3 years to back engineer it? That's nothing compared to the body just going, you know what? You can't. How would you like a body that the scabs or the scar, nothing goes away? Your bruises are nothing. But it does.
It does go away.
It does go away automatically. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You just scoot it along somehow. But it's just
Encouraging it to
assisting,
heal.
helping people help themselves is what I do, and it's about focused action. First, you got to
Yes.
learn it with knowledge. Knowledge is power with action. So here we go. This is the action.
This is the action. You have to take action and take responsibility for your own.
And have
body.
fun doing it. It's not torture like the other side is. The other side meaning the AMA.
Yeah.
So what do they say about
The method of treatment?
About the method of treatment, yeah.
The method of treatment for a medical intervention would be attacking, killing, and removing disease using drugs and surgery, altering or removing malfunctioning parts or organs, that is, coronary bypass surgery, appendectomy, and a mastectomy. So their method of treatment is intervention instead of assistance.
Like they're God. Like God blew it somehow.
Yeah.
Did put the machine back.
Yeah.
No, we're repairable. We're all repairable.
Yes, and our bodies are powerful, and that's what we're here to tell you. If you are looking for a method to heal yourself,
There's plenty out there.
and heal this first. Find out what's going on inside of you emotionally, because 90% of our maladies are from emotions.
Right, and they get stuck in the body.
In the body.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
And that's why myotherapy is good, because when you press on a muscle, that's a memory. That has emotions in it.
It can release a lot of
Right. Right. So the next one would be therapeutic products. So for natural healing, there's products of nature. They're wholesome fruits, vegetables, grains, seeds, sprouts, legumes, nuts, herbs, and concentrated whole food supplements, such as sea vegetables, which have no side effects.
Right. And the fun part about that is you figure out what works for your body, because it's all individual. So you just figure out what you like, and it will probably work for you.
Well, the fruits and vegetables and grains and seeds, those are eating correctly. Excuse me. And that's good eating. That's pure eating. That's what you need to find out, that the food that's in a grocery store,
Half it's not food.
it's not food. It's been manufactured.
Chemical.
What food is fruits, fresh vegetables that's coming from nature, coming from God.
Well, what food is? It has 100 phytochemicals in each herb or food, and those 100 phytochemicals work together synergistically to work in our body. So if you take one of those out, you have a drug or a chemical. It breaks up the whole synergy of
Synergistic.
value of
Yeah.
that food or that herb. So you want to keep that intact. And when you do, the body responds and knows exactly what to do with it. You add in a supplement or a drug, the body goes, we got to figure this out. What do we do with this? And it usually eliminates most of it, at least 70%.
And microwaves
Never had one.
kill food. They kill so your body, when you take in microwave food, your body doesn't know what to do with it, because it's killed the nutrients.
It
in the food.
eliminates it. There's nothing to,
Yeah.
it just.
So it
it's-
doesn't recognize it as food, so it just eliminates it. You don't get the nutrients.
And I believe people are having hard digestive problems right now. That's the number one reason why people go to the doctor, is because of digestive issues.
Oh.
So the food that we're eating just wears out the digestion because there's just fillers. It doesn't have any value,
goes
so the
right
body
through.
just has to just
Eliminate
work
it.
really hard to get it out of the system.
Wow.
So it's amazing we're doing as well as we are, but we're flipping this.
That's what we're doing. That's why we're here.
Yeah, through education
And the medical intervention, instead of products of nature, they're man-made products.
Mhm.
They're isolated. The drugs made from petrochemicals.
70%
Do you know what a
of them-
petrochemical is?
oil.
It's made from oil.
That's right. So that's why they support each other. The oil companies support the medical and,
And
the
the
plastic
pharmaceutical.
industry. It's for hemp,
Yeah.
the plastic industry. Yeah.
And so they use animal waste and toxic elements, man-made vitamin and mineral pills. So we don't know what we're taking. You have to be careful about vitamins and supplements.
Supplements, yeah.
You have to go to a company that's reputable. If you go to a pharmaceutical company that's making
Supplements. Yeah, and most of them
I
are.
wouldn't trust them.
No. And what you can do is call the 800 number on their jar and ask some questions. How do you manufacture this? And they'll brag about it and everything. Ask them how they label it. If they use a certain temperature to label it, because that usually kills
It kills
it right
everything
there.
in the vitamin.
Just
Yeah.
because they have to label it with high heat.
And so you're taking these supplements and they're going right out your body
And your
into
body
the toilet.
has to
You might as
digest
well
it.
toss them into the toilet.
But that would be easier on the body, because the body, once it goes in here, it has to go through all the channels and it has to work hard to get it through there if it's hard to digest.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
pills and things that you can tap on the table and then you take it, it's going to be hard to digest.
Yeah.
So if you are taking that, capsules are the best with powder or whatever inside that capsule.
Tinctures as well.
Tinctures is the number one best.
Yeah, because it goes into
Easy
your
to
body,
digest.
into your
Assimilates in
your
your mouth.
cells. Yeah.
Yeah.
But just use the best quality, even though they may be expensive. And I've
You're
learned
worth
this
it.
in
You're
my
worth it.
life. I've used garbage vitamins, and they didn't help me at all.
They just taxed your digestive system.
and they're all manufactured vitamins. It has
Yeah.
junk in them.
And pharmaceuticals make vitamins.
Pharmaceutical companies, they do make vitamins.
they do.
And
And they-
they're not helpful.
And what they do is they'll put a speck of echinacea in there, and they'll call it has echinacea in it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
And it doesn't.
So it fails, so people go back to the drugs.
Yeah. So we have to be very careful about the vitamins and supplements we use, the companies. So the manufactured products and many side effects, including, I don't know this word,
Iatrogenic
death. What
which
do
is
you know what that
doctor
is?
caused. Doctors, it's the third cause of death in this country right now. It's doctor caused, mostly from prescription mistaking prescriptions.
Mm.
So people are dying in the millions every year, more than all the wars combined.
I think that's how my mom died. They gave her too many drugs
A lot of
and
people die that way.
prescriptions, and they didn't
They
monitor
take them
her.
wrong, right?
And they didn't monitor her.
And they're heavy chemical
Yeah.
therapy. I mean, this is
It
heavy
affected her
hitting
kidneys,
stuff.
and that's it.
Okay, well, we're going to continue to part 2. I'm
Yeah,
going to
part 2.
go ahead and change this out a little.